Growing up, I had a distinct love for the character Miss Honey from my favorite movie, Matilda, so much so that by college, my friends were referring to me as Miss Honey. I always felt really fortunate that I knew what I wanted to do because so many people don't. My first taste of being a real teacher was becoming a teaching assistant at the age of 10 in my dance studio. I did not take the role lightly and took great pride in being able to share knowledge of something I loved with people younger than me. And also getting to mark the little checks on the attendance sheet was a thrill. I've been immersed in the field of early education my whole life, first watching my mom work in a child care center and then run a family child care program from our house for many years. She was also involved in many other ways in the field through leading network groups and sitting on the board of our local association and mentoring others and teaching classes and facilitating trainings and consultant work. My mom, like so many of us, has always worked tirelessly to help keep the complex fabric of our field woven together. As I walked into young adulthood, I knew that I wanted to do that. So if you're on the fence or struggling to find a path, this is your sign. We need you and people like you to join the workforce and help the smallest members of our community grow. Every day we're fighting so that you don't have to choose between making a living and doing something you care about. There's no denying that some days in this job are incredibly tough. I've found that the general public has a range of attitudes toward early education, from severe criticism to wholehearted support. This being said, there's one interaction I had as an undergraduate that has always stuck out in my mind. During a conversation, a friend of a friend remarked that all my coursework consisted of was cutting out construction paper shapes and singing the alphabet. This is exactly the reason that the Power to the Profession movement exists, and it's the reason that we fight so hard for not just appreciation, but for systemic changes that will bring fair compensation, affordability, and access to early childhood education. We want to be seen and respected. Yes, my job often involves colorful markers and glitter glue. However, it also involves a carefully maintained, intricate web of deliberation and planning. Every day, we're considering the needs of an entire group of children, adapting on the fly to meet these needs as they shift from moment to moment. Yes, we wipe runny noses and mop up pee, but we also give children the self-help tools needed to successfully navigate through their lives. And yes, some days I sing more than I speak, and I say things like, I want to remind you that we're not using bubble butt power as a weapon, or let's find a safe place for the chameleon that's not in your pants. But I'm also working on teaching fundamental skills across several domains, fostering positive social emotional development, making every child in our community feel seen and loved each day. So it's true that being an early educator is hard, exhausting even, but it's also critical work. And it's fun, and it's gratifying beyond what you can imagine. And it's exactly how I want to spend my days. I get to support the children I hold so close to my heart in learning and growing, while also getting to dig for insects and finger paint. And that is something truly magical.